Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So we can observe this now with interest here because we see some impulsive price action to the upside. Is it confirmed that we're already breaking out? No, of course not. We are still below resistance. There are a few objectives the bulls need to fulfill in order to confirm that we are here already in the third wave. We discussed that in the previous videos, that we are ideally getting from somewhere here a breakout above recent highs. So first of all, real or let's say the significant resistance areas here are the swing highs of 28,830 and 29,180. Now it's not necessarily resistance exactly at these price points. Bitcoin is already in resistance. Yeah, this is an entire resistance range here. That's why it was rejected so often. However, these are the two levels where probably short sellers will have placed a lot of stops just above these. We saw that yesterday when we looked at the volume. I mean, there's quite a decent volume candle from up here to the downside. Suggests that they have placed a lot of, well, they will probably have placed stops. So that indicates when these are taken out by the bulls, it could really spark a rally, basically a bit of a FOMO rally. But until then, we are below resistance, and yeah, ongoing sideways movement is of course possible. But as I said to you in last week's videos, we have all the setups we need for a breakout. The bulls just need to show up and do it now. Yeah. Now, if they show up or not, I can't tell you, but we've got the setup. It's all in the chart. It's all prepared. So if it happens, we've got really good chances that we get a decent rally into the 30K region, maybe higher. But for now, I mean, multiple options are still possible, but we can watch if wave 2 has bottomed here. The small problem I have with this is that wave 2 was very, very deep here. Came down to 27,570. It broke briefly below the corrective price channel and has now, well, we see a bit of a relief rally today. You could say it reacted to the previous swing low here that was made on Friday. And it is a valid 1-2 setup at the moment. That's how I count it at the moment, even though I recognize that this second wave 2 came down quite deep. So of course other possibilities are on the table. We discussed it yesterday. I mean, it could easily be that this wave 2 needs to be reset, blue wave 2. And also what I cannot rule out is that this is the low of blue wave 2. It's just difficult to assess because you can count the move up in 5 waves, on a lower time frame. So you can count it as a 1-2 setup. Then again, the second wave 2 came down a little bit low to be likely, but it did not invalidate it. It broke briefly below support, which makes such a setup unreliable, but it immediately recovered. Again, unclear therefore, but it did not invalidate the previous low. And then in the context of, where we don't have an overshooting B wave, to count this as an A, B, C with a truncated C is also rare. So we've got a bit of uncertainty there. So I just leave it as it is now, and we can be watching if against this low at 27,570 that was, we can now rally in a third wave. This is now the key level, the signal level. If we're holding that, I think a third wave might be in play. But we need to be honest here. It could still be part of the corrective wave. To get more clarity that we are now breaking out, first of all, I want to see a rally above 28,580, which is the X wave high. That would be a good signal that we are already on our way to a breakout. But even better would be a break above the wave 1 high. That would be really helpful. That's at around 28,000. Yeah, what do we say? 820, 830. And then this swing high, which was made on Thursday at 29,180. It's certainly interesting price action that we see here today. Not all altcoins are following, but it is impulsive. It looks impulsive. Now, looking at the subwaves, it looks like we only have a 1, 2, 3. This could now be a 4 and a 5. Again, we need 5 waves up. I can't see 5 yet. Yeah. But we might have a 1, 2, 3. It's a bit too early to say. Do we start to form a 4 now and then a 5? that might hit resistance here. So you know the key resistances and targets on the upside now. If this here is the low, yeah, of circle wave 2, then the target for the third wave, and this is what, despite the resistances that we have, this third wave should do, it should reach the 29,660 level as a minimum. So it will be an interesting day. A little bit unusual that we start rallying before the stock market opens, but we'll see if this is sustainable. Again, at the moment, all we're doing here is we've made a higher low. Yeah, that's good, but we haven't put a new higher high in place. So that is what would now be needed from the bulls. We certainly turned around in support. Yeah, so we talked about this support area, which was broken, but not substantially broken. So price did not sustain below it. And as I said before yesterday, if we drop below one of these support areas, this one will become relevant. And you could say we reacted here to the golden ratio at 27.5K, because the question is it a 1-2 or do we just reset blue wave 2? So in the, let's say, if we lose support here, the micro support levels, we're simply dropping into higher degree support. So, you know, we are currently in an uptrend and the market looks actually quite good, but we need to see that breakout. So at the moment we have no confirmed breakout yet, but we see some serious potential here again due to that price action to the upside, which looks impulsive. But the next step would be to get the 5 waves, break above the resistance, and against the 27,050 level, which is down here, yeah, we can focus on higher. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take out this smaller support area now, because this seems to have become irrelevant, because we broke it briefly, even though we recovered. But I would just extend this one to the right, just to highlight here the relevance of it. Below 27,050. Let me just adjust that. Plus minus a few dollars depending on the exchange, right? But below this support, we're just simply going to drop into the next support area. So again, that's why this situation is currently so interesting, because yes, deeper pullbacks are still possible, and we will get a deeper pullback if we drop below 27,050. Then we're morphing into a different scenario, but it would still be a scenario where we're simply going to drop into next bullish support. So it's not like we have used all the support levels. There are plenty of layered support areas along the way that can give Bitcoin support. But yeah, it's getting interesting, but shouldn't get too excited about this. I mean, this could simply just be part of the corrective wave still. So I need a bit of patience here. Support areas are holding for now, and all the bulls need to do now is just to show up. Maybe we'll know more later today. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.